What's up, everybody? We're about to get into a beginner yoga flow today. It's going to be a nice, easy flow. We're going to do some easy warm-up movement, followed by some sun salutations, easy cool down, and of course, some time for some meditation at the end. First part of yoga is always our breath. So I invite you to find a comfortable seated position, perhaps bringing your eyes closed, sitting nice and tall, anchoring both sits bones to the mat. Begin by focusing on our breath, inhaling through the nose, deep into the belly, then into your chest. A long exhale out of your mouth, allowing yourself to empty fully. Continue breathing this way, fully in, fully out. Perhaps bringing your drishti, or your gaze, your focus, the space behind your forehead, bringing your awareness internal, and focusing on deep breaths. Inhaling peace, exhale to release. Perhaps taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. And then just continuing to have your attention focus inward, focusing on the breath. We'll begin our movement today with some neck rolls. We're going to pick one direction, rotate the head all the way around, taking our time here, maybe connecting breath to movement, inhaling as your forehead rises, exhaling as it lowers. We're going to go back the other direction whenever you're ready. Connecting breath to movement, inhaling to rise, exhaling to lower. Switch to some shoulder shrugs next. Moving down a little bit. Taking a direction either forwards or backwards. And we're rotating the shoulders, big circles. Squeezing the shoulder blades together as we go backwards and drawing them apart as we go forwards. Of course, going back the other direction whenever you feel complete. Big arm circles come next. Same breath to movement here. Inhaling as we rise. Exhaling as we lower. Taking full range of motion here to unwind. And release all the things that we've either brought from yesterday into today. The way we were sleeping. Experiences from today. Even. Meet back in an easy seat. Inhale for an upward salute. Lengthen and straighten the spine. We're taking a seated crescent. Right hand comes down to the mat. Floor beside you. Left hand goes long overhead. Continue your breathing. Fully in. Fully out. Imagine a long line of energy. Left hip all the way through your fingertips. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, finding space on the other side. And both sits bones anchored to the mat. Engaging your obliques and your left side body for support. Breathing into the spaces in between each rib on the right side. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Long, straight spine. Seated twist. Left hand finds the right knee. Right hand finds the mat behind you. Deep twist in the spine. Remember to sit nice and tall here. Maybe lifting your chin just slightly. A deep breath in for length. Exhale a little bit deeper into the stretch. Maybe allowing your gaze to flow over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, finding space on the left side. Right hand to left knee. Left hand goes behind. All straight spine. One more full breath all the way in, all the way out. Inhale, coming back to the center. Upward salute. Exhale to a seated forward fold, finding space in front of you. You'll hear very often in yoga, emphasis on a straight spine or a neutral spine. That's just allowing the natural curvature of your spine to be the emphasis or the point of focus throughout our practice. Inhale, walking our hands back up. We'll uncross and recross the feet the other way. One more upward salute here. Again, exhaling into our forward fold. Finding space in front of us. We're going to inhale for length. Exhale to go a little bit deeper. Our next breath brings us back up to an easy seat. We'll just go over our knees to our hands and knees. Let's bring our knees apart, mats width apart, toes together. Hips will go back. Hands reach out in front for child's pose. Focusing on our breath here. Going this hip opening stretch, shining our heart open here as we reach forward. Maybe taking a moment here to come back to our intention. Inhale, coming back to our hands and knees. We're in neutral tabletop position. Wrists under our shoulders and knees under our hips. We'll focus some cat-cow here. Inhaling to drop the belly, forehead rises as we squeeze our shoulder blades together. We'll exhale, belly button to spine. We angle our tailbone towards the ground, driving through the heels of the hand. Inhaling to drop the belly again, forehead rises. Exhaling, shoulder blades slide apart, grounding into the mat here as we arch our back for cat pose. Continue flowing through this, just connecting breath to movement, 3 or 4 breaths.
And right here, the audio cuts out. So hello again, friends. It's me, Thomas, here to do a voiceover of the yoga flow that we did the other day. So let's meet at a neutral spine and take some natural movements with the body. Maybe gently sending the hips side to side or drawing some circles with the hips. Any last few movements you want to take here. And then we're going to go ahead and lower all the way down. Taking your time here, let's untuck the toes. We're going to bring your hands up near the ears. Headed to cobra pose. So bring the heels of the feet together, spiraling the calves, the hamstrings, and the glutes together. We'll engage the back body to lift the front part of the body off the mat. Trying to lift your third eye to the sky, maybe lifting a little bit higher. We'll exhale to lower all the way down. Taking any movement you need to in between here. We're headed back to that movement. Inhaling to lift the front part of the body off the mat. Again, maybe lifting your feet, maybe lifting your hands. Let's inhale, lifting a little bit higher. We'll exhale to lower all the way down. Bringing the hands up near the armpits, let's tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back, driving through the palms of the hand as we head to downward facing dog. In our first downward facing dog of the day, feel free to take any extra movement you feel called to, maybe pedaling the feet out, perhaps sending the hips side to side, maybe even taking a generous bend in the knees here. Let's focus on some of our cues for downward facing dog. Let's bring our gaze between our knees, our chest towards our thighs, shoulders away from the ears. Maybe take a deep breath and lift up on your toes. And then as you exhale, send your heels back towards the mat. Down dog is a great place to come back to anytime you need to take a break during your flow, along with tabletop or child's pose. Remember to just always come back to your breath throughout your practice. We're going to inhale, lifting the right leg into the air for length. Stepping forward and through, placing it between the hands, knee close to the chest. We'll drop the back knee, engage the core, inhale to rise. Palms will touch. Exhale to cactus the arms. Inhale is going to send us back up to the top. Exhale, one more cactus here. Maybe even a back bend if you want. Inhale is going to send us back to the top. Right leg straightens, hands sweep down to frame the knee for half splits. In this pose, your hips tend to dip to the side, so remember to keep them stacked above your knee, and then also bring your chest towards your thigh, and you can help accomplish that by lifting your forehead. We'll inhale to come back over the top. We'll step our foot back to downward facing dog. Taking our time here with the breath. Inhale, lifting the left leg into the air. We're going to step it forward and through for a low lunge. Dropping the back knee, untucking the toes, engage the core, inhale to rise. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to rise. Exhaling to cactus. Good moment to see there. It's not about what it looks like, it's just working on what it feels like here. Inhaling to rise, headed back to half splits. You see my hip dipped a little bit there. Remember to try to keep your hips over your knees. Chest towards your thigh here, using the breath. Trying to maintain a straight spine throughout your practice. Inhale is going to bring us over the top. And we're going to step back into a high plank. Chaturanga, high to low plank. We'll inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale for downward facing dog. That little flow right there, the high to low plank that ends in the downward facing dog, is called a vinyasa. We'll flow through a few more of those, but now you know if you hear that word vinyasa, that's that high to low plank, upward facing, downward facing dog. Just like everything else in yoga, those are always optional. Feel free to skip them anytime you want. Let's walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale to a full fold. First full fold of the practice. Feel free to take a generous bend in the knees if you need to. Maybe letting gravity help you by grabbing opposite elbows and just allowing your body to hang. Remember to keep a slight micro bend in your knees. We don't want to straighten the legs all the way. We're going to take a deep breath in, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Your head will be the last thing to rise, and we will arrive at mountain pose. Taking a few grounding breaths here, maybe inhale, lifting the shoulders, and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale to slide them down your spine. Feeling that energy flowing from your fingertips, grounding here. Deep breath in, full breath out. We'll inhale for an upward salute. Both palms reach to the sky. Exhale to a full fold. All the way over, hinging over at the hips. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale to chaturanga. So we're going to jump or step back to high plank, high to low plank. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Just take a couple breaths here. Deep, full breaths all the way in and all the way out. We're going to head back to that same movement. So lift your gaze, walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to a full fold. Inhale, tracing a big sun here. Upward salute. Exhale, finding our way back to mountain pose. 1 or 2 grounding breaths here again. Inhale for upward salute, tracing the big sun. Exhale to full fold all the way down. Inhale to half lift. Exhale through our vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Now maybe you say, I can't touch my toes. I can't touch the ground. Maybe some yoga blocks would be some great accessories for you here to help bring the earth a little bit closer for you if you need that. Always remember to just do your best, find your edge. Don't worry about so much what it looks like. It's all about showing up. All right, what am I about to do here? Another one. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale to full fold, a little bit faster. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale for upward facing. Exhale for downward facing dog. Let's take 2 breaths here. We'll inhale, gaze lifts. Let's travel to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale to full fold. Inhale for an upward salute. Palms touch, gaze follows. Exhale, straight into a chair. So hands stay high, hips go down and back. Focus on drawing the shoulder blades back, shining the heart open. Long line of energy from the heels of your feet all the way through the crown of your head. Deep breath in. And we'll exhale to the full fold here. Inhaling back to half lift, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale through chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air, 3-legged dog. Let's bend the knee to open and stack the hips. Maybe drawing some circles with that knee to just bring some activation. Straighten the leg back out, 3-legged dog. We're going to step forward and through for warrior 1. Right foot plants between the hands, left heel spins down at a 45-degree angle. Engage in the core, inhaling to rise. Grounding through the front right heel and the outside edge of the back foot. Just focus on the breath here, strengthening and grounding pose. We'll take one more deep breath all the way in and exhale through our vinyasa flow. High to low plank, inhaling for upward facing dog, exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Again, bend the knee to open and stack the hips, drawing some big circles with those hips. Straight leg, 3-legged dog, forward and through for warrior 1. Right heel spins down, engage in the core, inhaling to rise. Exhale to deepen. Deep bend in the front left foot, grounding through the left heel. Right leg is straight, engaging the hamstrings and the quads and the glutes here. Both hips pointing forward. Deep breath in, we'll exhale through another chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale for upward facing. Exhale for downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. Just lower down to our knees for hero's pose. Once you arrive here, just focus on the breath. Maybe bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your navel. Bring your awareness to your heartbeat. Sense the coolness in the air against the sweat on your skin. Focus on the breath. The coolness of the air as you inhale. the heat escaping your body as you exhale. If you'd like to, reach your hands back and gently recline your hero, engaging your core and just leaning backwards, however far is comfortable for you. Engaging the core, maybe using the hands to help you. Let's come back up to our knees. We're going to tuck the toes, prepare like we're going to camel. Take the right hand, place it back by the ankle, fingers pointing behind you. Left hand sweeps long overhead. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sweep the hands forward. We're going to switch the other side. Coming back around. Again, the hand plants back at the ankle, fingers facing behind you. Inhale long, reach overhead. Maybe lifting the hips at the top of that reach. Just connecting breath to movement here. When we get done, we're going to lower all the way down. Heading to one of my favorites, broken wing pose. So right cheek is down to the mat. Right arm is long to the side of you. Left hand plants, as you see, wrist over elbow, or elbow over wrist. Inhale, left leg's gonna lift long across the body. You can either leave it long or turn and plant the foot flat on the mat, as you see I did here. Left hand can stay where it is, or it can lift straight into the air, or find space behind you. It's a shoulder opening, hip opening, back twisting pose. Just focus on the breath here. Whenever you're ready, left hand's gonna plant back by your face, gently unroll the hips. We're gonna switch to the other side. Left cheek is down, left arm is long, right hand plants. Inhale, right leg lifts. Again, explore the arm position with the right arm if you like. Just focus on the breath here. Every inhale creates a little bit of space in your body. Every exhale just allows you to relax a little bit deeper. Whenever you're ready, right hand plants, deep breath in, gently unroll. Taking your time and whatever movement you need to in between. We're just gonna make our way to our backs. Oh look, the last offering of the day. Happy baby. Just a gentle counter pose, hip opener, hamstring lengthener. Take a moment to bring a smile to your face if it's not already there. Yoga, for me anyway, is about celebrating our bodies and all the things that they can do. And so thank you for taking the time here. Whenever you're ready, one last deep breath all the way in and all the way out, and release for Shavasana pose. Just rest here for a moment, softening the brow, relaxing and unclenching your jaw, relaxing the neck and shoulders. And rest here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready to get back to your day, begin with some breath, some movement. Thank you for taking the time with me today. Namaste.